Hello again, welcome to my video series, video 22. Can't believe it's been 3 weeks already. Wow, time flies by so fast when you're having fun, eh? So today I wanted to talk about something that's interesting. Again, it's interesting for me because I've been thinking about it for a while. And I thought maybe I should share my thoughts with the interwebs. And this one particularly concerns the whole idea of like competition and having plans. There's people like running here. I'm gonna start running later after I finish this video. So here's an idea or something. It's because it seems quite intuitive when you talk about it out loud, but then it actually like makes a lot of sense. The idea that making and developing like simple basic plans will probably put you ahead of maybe 90% of the people that you're competing with in whatever thing that you're doing. Because there's this idea which I think has become like more and more prevalent in the way that in the world that we live in these days, which is that life is not a competition and you're not competing with anyone for anything, and that you should just do what makes you happy and it's all about you. But I think there's a lot of bullshit. I think that life is mostly competition. Anything that you want, that you believe is worth having, somebody's gonna try to take it from you, or somebody's gonna also try to have that thing. And for the most part, we have a finite amount of resources and an infinite amount of desires, and a lot of people that have got similar desires with what you have, and this puts those resources at a marketplace. And the more valuable the desire that you have, the more difficult it would be for you to attain it, because more people want it. So what I'm putting forward in this video as an idea is, maybe if you develop plans to attain those resources, and I'm starting to realize that the more longer term I make my plans, the better the actual plan, because I've had a lot of time to think about it and make room for like contingencies. If anything goes wrong, I might do this. If this goes right, I might do that. So there's a lot of like scenario planning that I get to do, like longer term, the more longer term that I make my plans. But I'm not saying that you can know everything that's ever going to happen in life. I've lived long enough to see life kick me in the face a few times to know that you can't really ultimately know exactly how things are going to play out or what's going to happen, but you can be prepared. So like when I make my plans, I'm not making them with the arrogance that like, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna work out, or like I'm definitely gonna get this job, I'm definitely gonna get that call, or this is gonna happen, or whatever. I'm saying I'm preparing with the idea that if it does happen, I know what to do. If it doesn't happen, I also know what to do. Like just giving yourself room to plan for contingencies. That's the way that I see things, right? So what I've noticed is that like the more longer term I plan, the more longer term I prepare for my future, the more positive outcomes that I'm starting to get. So then it has spurred me to like start thinking like even much more longer term, and just like making like simple drafts of like, oh, where would I even want to live like 5 years from now? What job would I want to be doing? As I've told you guys, I want a job in finance. So there's people that have been making these plans for longer than me to get a job in finance. Maybe they even started in college. They were thinking about it for a longer time. I don't have as much chance of beating those guys as I have somebody who started thinking about it or planning about it maybe 2 months ago. And a year from now, after I've like already started planning for it and executing on my plans, I will have a bigger advantage than somebody who has been thinking about it and planning it for 6 months. So I'm not saying that like ultimately like plans, like the plans that you make are attached to the outcomes that you get. But for a large amount of people it can be. And if we like stopped ourselves for a little bit and go, yeah, maybe we should like make plans, make longer term plans and all that stuff, maybe we'd be better off in the future. So I'm starting to get a few like unbecoming marks on my face. I think it's a sign that I need to get maybe like a routine to work on my face. My shoulders also started to get painful, which is a sign that this video is going on for way too long now. Anyways, video 22. I'm gonna hit you up with another one tomorrow. Yeah, life is good.